Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special, I guess, spooky episode of... This isn't an episode of anything. It's not part of a series. We're going to watch Ashvale Lane.
I want some raw sati now, Ephraim. How could you?
What does that even taste like? Goat fur?
No, it's gotta be sweet and marshmallowy. I imagine
Okay.
raw sati might be marshmallowy.
Maybe. Anyways, for those who don't know, Ashvale Lane is a very interesting YouTube channel. It is Deltarune related. So the idea here is that all of the videos on Ashvale Lane's channel are alleged cut content from Deltarune chapters 1 and 2. And it's sort of not really an ARG, I guess you could say, because like you don't solve puzzles, but when you think about what's presented in the videos, it really gives a whole new meaning to the content of chapters 1 and 2.
Absolutely. It's interesting to see that like Deltarune can lean itself into some kind of unsettling vibes. It reminds me of like the old Deltarune VHS videos, if you've ever seen them.
That I have not. I unfortunately have to catch up on a lot of that stuff because
honestly, I'd say like they're really good, but also kind of good because they give you nightmares.
Oh, okay. I had enough with I had enough with Relsay. Was that the one?
It is Relsay, yeah. I know who you're talking about. God.
Like if I look too deeply into the eyes of some of the creatures the community comes up with, I'm gonna be thinking about that until I fall asleep.
Yeah, that's considering one of them is basically a photorealistic eye at that. Damn you, Prunzel!
Yeah. So, let's begin by looking at the channel description here. Hello, I data mine games and find cool stuff in them to show everyone. If I stop uploading daily, assume I'm dead.
What?
Well, that might be a problem. I don't think he's literally
uploaded.
I don't. The last upload was probably like I could probably see as soon as we get to it. To be honest, I don't really think he's implied to be dead, because I think the author of this has like another channel where he does actual stuff. So I don't know.
No, I mean, okay, fine, yeah, but it's kind of a cool thing in line with the story here.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of the videos in the Ashvale Lane canon, let's say. And, like, I think this is honestly one of those series where if you watch it yourself, you could pretty much get an idea of what's actually going on. So, like, the two of us were just wondering, we're not sure if we're going to be able to say anything that hasn't already been said, but I think the approach that we're going to do here is that we're going to start from video 1, obviously, and then we're going to be talking about the whole series as if, like, we're not going to pretend we don't know what's going on here. So it's going to be like, what is some of the early content in relation to future content, stuff like that. And then we can start theorizing when we get to the end.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun time.
And trust me, this is one of those series where you do want to actually watch it for yourself. So, very easy to find this channel and just run through a playlist. Anyways. So we have our first video here. It is titled 01_unused prison room. Let's get this underway, shall we? You can see my cursor for a change.
Yep.
So we have, I believe, the prison from chapter 1. There's a puzzle that's already been solved. There's eyes.
We were trapped in.
Yeah. There's eyes behind the bar that blink.
Okay, it actually doesn't follow you when you go that way.
It's not supposed to follow you normally? What's normally over here? I don't remember.
Nothing, it's just a blank wall.
Oh, okay. So it's just a blank wall originally, but in this unused version... Oh, hello. Did you bring food this time?
No.
The guards always either forget to bring my food or they bring me some inedible junk. It's ridiculous and a total violation of my rights. They're gonna be so sorry once I figure out what a lawyer is! So already we have Toby-style writing, which is really good. Also, you can almost see some kind of red thing behind these bars. We're not really sure who this is, but someone is behind bars, which is
Kind
never
of reminds me
good.
of like there's like this unused room in Undertale that had this NPC that was just a tall red pillar. It's kind of an eerie look at.
Yeah. So remember, viewers, in the context of Ashvale Lane, this is unused Deltarune content. However, unfortunately, if you pay really close attention, you can like find little things that mark it as not really authentic because, like, for instance, Chris doesn't really move in the speed or direction that he normally would in Deltarune, so you can tell that it's just like an animation essentially. But now that we've dispelled the illusion, let's continue. I'm a prison man in a prison land. Won't someone finish my dialogue tree? People like to tell me these bars aren't here to keep you in, they're here to keep us out. Why can't it be both? Am I not a danger to other people? Don't they want me locked away? That, I think, should be kept in mind.
Calm down, Jemmel. Oh.
Yeah, definitely keep that in mind, too.
Alright, fine, we'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Meanie.
Alright, Castletown now.
God. Even in this kind of game, I love this. Oh. Susie, if you want to bake a cake with me next time, you have to learn my cooking song.
Alright.
It goes like this. Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire burned and cauldron bubble. Baking mince and homemade stew. Delicious meals for me and you.
Well, as long as I get a cake out of it. So this is strange already because, like, I think even in the early part outside, Ralsei is not in the party here, whereas he normally would always be in the party.
It's true.
And then he's just standing here for some reason.
Oh, the cauldron has bubbling animations.
Oh yeah, that's not normal either?
No, like, Ashvale Lane has a lot of small details like that, which I kind of like.
Yeah. And also that dialogue was pure Ralsei.
Yes, that's why I could read it so calmly.
That room. What is that room? What is that room normally?
That leads to the second floor.
Okay. But it's blocked here.
Yeah, because the second floor's not accessible in Chapter 2.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should mention before we go on here. I should mention, obviously this was made before Chapter 3 and 4 came out, so there might be a couple of things that look weird if you've seen Chapters 3 and 4. We'll be sure to point that out. Ad nauseum!
That's a giant hole.
There is a hole at the center of your mind. It is a vastness that is too great for you to consider. If you fell in, rather than dying on impact, you would most likely suffocate first. I think that's how fall damage actually works. There are unpleasant voices rising from the bottom, echoing off the stone walls for what could have been thousands of years. They remind you of pain. They remind you of the emptiness. They remind you of... Chris!
Susie! Get out of that room immediately!
Dude, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm sorry for yelling at you two, but that room is extremely dangerous. You could have seriously hurt yourselves. Didn't you see the velvet rope? Well, at least you're both safe. Just make sure to follow proper rope decrum next time.
Fine, whatever. Okay, so he knows what's in there, apparently. Actually, no,
I really
pause
here.
British. They remind you of him? Him who? Who's the only character to use he, him? His. Anyway. School! They don't have a lot of places like these in town, do they? Just look at all the jewelry. Jewelry is spelled wrong. So, like,
Oh, they
everyone
got proof.
turned into Noelle, right?
Yeah. So, sounds like she's talking about some kind of shop.
Yeah, I think in the description it says that this is dialogue from elsewhere, just kind of being forced into this location because, like, it's just existing as text. It's not linked anywhere normally.
Right, so they probably just, like, linked it to, like, the homeschool stuff.
Yeah, but, homeschool? Is that just because it's hometown school?
I...
Anyway, the window might seem a little strange, but the clock is actually ticking? That's not normal.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can even listen in closely to hear the ticking.
I guess the idea is they assume that these little polishes would end up being in later chapters.
I kind of wish they were. It's a nice little detail. Yep, there goes the minute hand. Ice crystal ring?
Huh. That ain't ominous.
So remember, we did see the weird root in chapter 2.
True. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh,
She'd like a friendship bracelet. She wouldn't need something that expensive. Or would she?
Probably. What?
That was a double entendre if I ever heard one.
No, well, god damn it, you're not helping my friend who thinks you're too thirsty for Susie.
By the way, you gotta love how there's all this hilarity, and then suddenly, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Can't we play pretend? Please. I promise it will be really fun. Can you just let me pretend for a bit?
Huh?
Yeah, that's classic Mother/Earthbound, by the way. All of the funniness, and then boom, whiplash. The mood suddenly tanks.
How is this? Oh, unused dinner cutscene.
Yeah, so this is Chris hanging out with Caddy.
Right, because they said they were kind of close.
Not anymore after... I guess I'll let her say it. So, nobody else is in the scene, which means, like, since it's cut content, it probably is just unfinished, and there's just, like, nobody hanging around. Yeah. We'll work together. Whatever.
Ah, Caddy, you have no faith.
Later, Chris.
Music's kind of slower.
Oh, is it? See the...
Oh yeah, we have a call Susie option.
Oh yeah, so there's the option to call Susie now. I'll bring it up on screen. Oh, sorry about that. Oh yeah. So
it's right here.
Okay, so normally you can't call Susie on the phone, so that's very interesting. Also, you can't call home either. Look, I know I just gave you my phone number, but could you at least wait until I'm out of the building to call me? Bye. Okay, I waited. Susie has declined your call.
No one makes good friends by being clingy, Chris.
Okay, so we've got Susie phone dialogue. She doesn't have a phone at all in the actual game, I think.
No, because, like, she has to use the Dreamer's landline.
Yeah. You know, I was recently unbanned from the library. I had a few too many unregistered overdue books. But last weekend, I graciously decided to return them. Directly into their faces. That should be
Uh,
animated. Love to see
also, it
that
sounds
with
like
Birdly.
like it sounds like such an Undyne line at that.
Undyne.
Just over the top, like, I'll return it right into their faces.
I know. You know, that makes a lot of sense. I can imagine Susie and Undyne having to interact maybe a little more than they should.
Only because she's a police officer.
Right. See, okay, so when it was hovering over Call Home, the screen went blank. Can I get that again? Yeah, it's blank here when hovering over Call Home.
Oh god, I didn't even notice that. Oh lord.
Yeah, there's so much that you don't notice at first. What was that?
Oh, the soul popped up there for a second.
Yeah. Always remember, by the way, that if you want to advance one frame on or back one frame on YouTube, you can use the comma and period keys. There it is.
A list of rules.
Yeah, it appears when rules appears. Hmm?
I think, yeah, okay, I think I see it.
Yeah, we're getting some hints here. Welcome to the Flower King shop. By the way, this is the only time we see Asgore in the whole series. Pulling sausages out of the... What?
Patridge? What?
Mm-hmm. Susie, please stop. Please stop eating the flowers.
I mean, tasty, I guess. No, not really. They taste weird.
Yeah, especially lay off the buttercups. You know what I mean?
Oh, especially.
I love how you can infer that. I literally just thought of it. Oh, hold on. It went blank for a moment, but I want to... Okay. You know what? Let me take one more look. I'm sorry I keep jumping back to this.
You're good. I'm curious what you see.
Well, sometimes I see things out of the corner of my eye. It's funny. I didn't see anything, though. Susie loves the ocean. She thinks it's cool. She thinks there are sea monsters in the ocean. Finish dialogue later. Okay, so there were like 4 periods, but then it kind of like backspaced to 3. Also, that's a weird Susie face to choose for this kind of dialogue.
I assume the idea is that is like the default Susie face, and they haven't worked on the dialogue yet.
That is a good point. I can see that being the default. But yeah, that doesn't... Like, I think you know more about this than I do, but that's not exactly how Toby would note an unfinished line of dialogue, right?
Probably not, no.
Because apparently, I think you told me that he puts poetry in there to fill the gap.
Yeah, like sometimes he'll put in like random poetry for stuff. Reminds me of how like in battles, if there are no check descriptions, it actually goes to put a poem about is that a cut on your face or part of your eye, something like that.
Ooh, maybe this is fitting after all.
When Toby gets poetic, it gets kind of dark.
By the way, I have not been paying attention to Chris's level, because it does go up every chapter, right? So he'd be 2 in chapter 2.
Actually, no, you're thinking of the Dark World levels.
Okay, Dark World levels. Got it. Which is also interesting, but that's, like, official Deltarune stuff.
Yes.
Ring, ring. Is she wrong? Are there monsters within the roiling fields of blue? Yes, they look like giant onions. Huh. Lakes can have sand. Ominous. And it's Susie saying this. That is ominous.
Very.
And he actually
Uh,
actually takes steps onto the water too. Like he's actually going for it. So this is starting
I
to like slip out of just plain unused stuff and into its own like kind of narrative, right?
yeah, like something about the lake, because of course the lake had some significance before Chapter 3, because everyone thought the water. There are some hints of water when it comes to that, because for example, I think the song that plays when you start Chapter One's Dark World up in the cliffs is like Ocean.gg or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the whole Onyen-san saying I hear sounds coming from the sea, like people think there might be something in the oceans, but we're not sure.
Hmm. Oh, also we have these weird X's.
Yeah, we'll get to them in a sec.
Okay. The Harvey twins plus one. Yo, you better not mess with us, or else me, my brother, and my very similar friend are gonna mess you up. We're mean and very territorial. Like wolf dogs, man. Mess with us and get wolf dogged. Aruga! Wolf dogs speak. Yo, dog, didn't you read the sign? It told you to be aware of us. So, are you aware? Good. Good. This marketing thing is a stressful business. Yo, yo! I'm not related to those two, I just happen to look similar. We may not be blood brothers, but I'm still a Harvey. All the way down to the socks, baby. Really nice socks, by the way. With little pictures of hot dogs on them. Oh, me? Sorry, I'm not affiliated with them. I also just happen to look like them. I'm just waiting for the bus at the moment. It's a small world, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of is. A real small world. So we can assume that the X's are like placeholder sprites.
Yeah, which, for those who actually know, Chapter 3 and 4 finally gave us more stuff regarding Toby's beta stuff. And no, this is not how he does actual, like, beta NPC stuff. He uses something else. I don't remember what it is at the moment, but it is not the X's.
Hmm. Well, we can continue on here. I think I'm gonna use like frame advance. Very slowly. Uh-oh, do you see it?
What is that?
I'm
I did not
curious. Let
know.
me try and like you got me.
Oh,
Cyber City.
Lord. Oh, we're back here.
Hey, a TV. Hello, Mr. Tenna.
No!
Take the heart out of the okay.
What?
I'm not a rich billionaire. I am an accounting guy. Bunch of weirdos, those sloths.
You just take it easy.
Mm-hmm. Buy a horse today. They're actually really cheap and easily affordable. Horse commercial. You see two kids playing by a lake bed. They appear to be arguing with each other. One storms off and leaves forever. The other kid stares into the sunset. No one is there for them. Huh. You turn off the TV. Yeah,
It's gone.
really turn off the TV. It just vanished completely. That TV was weird because, like, there weren't really any televisions in the room where the Dark World takes place, so kind of odd for it to be there.
Yeah. Especially because it looked. I think that was the exact TV sprite from Chris's house as well.
I was right, it was Tenna. Kinda. Sorta. It's just an
Kinda.
ordinary TV. It doesn't talk or nothing. But it did have a very interesting scene on it.
Indeedy so.
Now, yeah,
Speaking of which,
we also have to remember, by the way, that these came out daily over a period of time, like a year ago,
yeah,
according
once a
to
day.
yeah. Anyway, this is presumably the boat scene, but it's not a swan boat, and that's a strangely realistic background.
Let's go, Chris.
Do you know if
That's a
those
cute
sprites
Ralsei's sprite.
is that real or just
Ralsei's not. Chris is their down sprite.
okay?
Also, this music. It's kind of strange, you know? Just the two of us being alone together. I mean, there was our time in the forest when we were busy chasing after Susie. But there wasn't a lot of time for us to talk. Alone, you know?
Sorry, Roxy, I don't.
So, what should we talk about, Chris?
Lancer?
Lancer? Okay. Not sure I have much to say about him. To be honest, he can get really frustrating at times, but I can't really find it in me to get angry at him. He's just a kid, and after seeing the two parents in his life, can you really blame him for being a bit weird? I don't know.
Really? You think that about Lancer?
That's mean. And again, I guess he doesn't like him punching holes in his walls. Hopefully we can get away from Queen before she gets seriously hurt. Or worse, before she gets a robot face! Well, I haven't really talked to Noelle at all. She seems to really like her. And Susie's only just started to come out of a shell. Can't let anything intrude on her emotional development. Right, Chris?
You don't say.
Just laying it out flat, alright.
I hope you didn't do the weird route.
Oops.
Why don't we talk about you? Oh, never mind.
Alrighty then. Sometimes I wonder, what would I be like if I had met you? Obviously, I knew that you and Susie would show up someday. But what if the prophecy was wrong? I think I would have kept waiting. For a while. Probably for a long time. I'd check at the edge of the castle town every day. Then every 2 days. Then once a week. Every 2 weeks. Monthly. I'm not sure when I'd give up hope for you two ever arriving. I don't think I'd know what to do with myself. The town is usually pretty empty. Maybe I would have said, forget this! I just tried to close the dark fountain myself. Of course, I wouldn't have been able to do it. You need a human soul to even try. But gosh darn it, like I'd have to give it a try. I couldn't read that so fast. Also, I can see the other side of the aqueduct. Looks like the ride's ending soon.
No rules card? No fight with him? No banana? This is the superior version of the scene.
The water ambience is from Waterfall, by the way.
From Undertale, yeah. Oh yeah, you should also maybe keep in mind a couple things from Undertale in mind.
This was nice, Chris. Really nice.
Okay, empty library scene. More dialogue. Susie hasn't figured out what to say. Leave a message. I can totally imagine that as. Oh wait, that was. Oh.
No, it's not. It's not. It's still the video.
Oh yeah, it is. So it's just a bunch of scenes where.
It's like they're testing out.
Yeah.
Where are they now?
Yeah, where is this? Well, there's no related dialogue. Still can't call home.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this is new.
Chocolate coins, huh?
Dead people can't eat chocolate unless they were zombies. Susie! So what's Noelle doing together with Susie? Cutscene? They're coming to get you, Noelle! It's okay. Oh wait, it flashed to the lake again.
What?
Did you catch that?
It's funny. I've never caught these like moment things. Also, that Frogget sprite's completely off.
Oh my goodness, is it just him blinking?
No, it's his back sprite, supposedly.
Oh yeah, I guess.
That's horrifying.
His Caddy's dad always had like just one arm.
Yeah, he always does. But he's not supposed to be here. Same with Frogget.
Oh, maybe this sprite is throwing me off. I can't really imagine why he would only have one arm.
It's never addressed. What the heck?
Yeah, Ralsei's here, but it's his Chapter 1 Dark World version.
Chris, would you like to go for a walk?
Okay, just casting my water walking spell. Definitely nothing strange about this. We're just going all the way off to the side of the... Oh my goodness, the water is photorealistic. Please help. Smells like teamwork.
Hey Chris, where are you going? You seem to be heading pretty far out there, buddy. Water can get really choppy the further land you are. Water can get really choppy the further from land you are.
This is amazing hearing it from, like, British Ralsei.
What? How are you able to do this? Why not? It's not exactly the most extraordinary thing to happen to you. Where do you draw the line between fantasy and reality? Where can you? Do you even want to?
Ominous as that sounds, I think... Oh, screen shaking.
Oh. As someone who's thalassophobic, I hate this. Do you know how to swim? Just in case! Perhaps this is temporary. Wearing down the fabric of linen by pressing it on the head. Overused, creating holes. Well, so I wouldn't want you to drown.
Yeah, heaven forbid another horror ARG feature a drowning.
Are you enjoying this? It is quite scenic. Are you ever going to answer my hypotheticals, or am I just going to keep talking to myself here?
That is not a face for him, is it?
Very funny. Tell me what you found on the other side, okay? It actually is.
Oh, okay. It's hard to tell sometimes. Like, Ralsei with the mean eyebrows is like...
I think there are no custom profiles, just sprites.
Mm-hmm. People are not blah blah blah.
It's rolling past the someone forgot to...
Yeah, as far as we know, that's not a code. Please don't try to decode it.
Yeah, also, I guess to kind of explain that since we've gone this far, the reason why I have my Ralsei voice be British, it's because apparently Ralsei is supposed to have a slightly British accent with some of the quotes and terms he used. I'm not quite chapped by that bullet, but I had fun.
That's hard to imagine. But
he has very like posh talk, basically.
But then again, I'm the one who thinks Birdie talks like this. Actually, Chris, I hope I'm in this story. Please, Ashfielding, make me part of this.
Bentley, you were a part of like Noel's dialogue at the beginning. Does that count?
That's not my voice.
Ah, right. Sorry.
Moving on. So we have Chris walking along the lake with apparently hints of something big underneath. And now we're in... This is not the normal school, right? The colors are way off.
Not just that. I think the lockers have different sprites, and so is the bulletin board.
Oh, yeah. The door is locked. The door remains locked. You check once more. Yep, still locked.
Also, the music's different.
Yeah. You make a scientific inquiry. Clearly, the door is locked. However, would the time taken in between checking the door affect whether it is locked? You pause for a second, taking notes of the previous attempts as baselines. You test your hypothesis. The door is still locked!
Stop, Chris. Cold and empty.
Pardon me? Yeah, he doesn't walk nearly this fast in the actual game. Also, don't shoot me for using he.
School rules, no running in the halls, no dancing in the halls, no eating in class, no loitering after hours, no bores in the halls.
Boars?
Boars. Alright. Ooh.
You'd have to put your mouth on the spout to drink it. You decide not to do this.
Oh, it's not tepid.
Sad news, Ms. Toriel is moving away at the end of the week, which means this Friday will be her last day here. Be sure to tell her what a wonderful teacher she's been for all these years.
He's moving away.
Yeah, I smell a cut plot point.
Door's locked. You do not want to enter this room.
What could be in there? Besides, drinking fountains are an excellent vector for diseases. I guess, but they gotta be there for a reason, right?
I mean, if you put your whole mouth on the damn thing.
Yeah. Hold on, we need to get a closer look. So this picture, flowers or something, right? And what did it say?
Actually, it looks like a tree. It was a photograph contest a few weeks ago. The winner got their picture hung up. Taking you to the place you're living at.
But he doesn't check
So
the
it's a
other
tree.
one because it kind of looked like the lake.
Yeah, this is a very different looking school.
Yeah. Since the video is entitled School Early, maybe it's like if you try and go in before you're supposed to? Like before it opens?
Or it could be a beta version of the school.
Yeah, that too. So we have the room where I think the first Dark World would have been.
Yes.
Yeah. There's the clock here and all of that.
Yeah, that door's locked, but it leads to the closet.
He doesn't seem to be able to even interact with it.
Light bulb's turned out.
Strange. It was supposed to be new. A pile of burnt twigs, a blue quill, a small animal bone, a water-damaged page ripped, a paper fortune teller but lined with runes, a shard of petrified wood, and a large, jagged, rotten tooth. The items almost seem ritualistic in nature. However, there is one more item that you almost missed. It's a small piece of molted skin. Despite the darkness, you can tell that it is a pale purple. There are numbers written all across it in black marker. You record the numbers into your phone. Strange. Why would there be a phone number on the skin? And since there's no new number here, we can assume that it gives you the number for Susie.
Also, that sound effect you get for writing the number, that is a sound effect used in Deltarune, but never to acquire something.
What is it for normally?
It sounds like it's something used in a battle, like the sound of something rattling. I can't remember, but it sounds familiar.
Let me listen for it. Advance.
It's one.
Yeah.
No, there it was. Sorry.
It's like a.
Yeah.
I would have flipped if it turned out to be the weird root noise.
No, it's not.
It's not. I can dream. He's walking towards the Dark World room.
It's locked.
Hi, Papyrus.
Rock.
Stained.
Stained.
Do not sit. Okay.
Also, yeah, this song is new.
Yeah, let me mention the music first before anything else. It's very obviously Sans' theme, but without the main melody. So it's like without Sans. It's Sans, Sans, the Sans.
The funny thing about it is like
also Papyrus loves you. Did you know?
Papyrus loves you.
A bin on the table. You can go in here. Jeez, this is just like nihilistic on all counts.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah. Somebody's happy, at least. Read the sign, moron.
Wow.
Corpse, but it's a bone.
The fuck?
Rules card, rules for transdimensional door usage. Know your location beforehand. If you don't know where you're going to go, then you won't be able to go there. Only 3 people can use it at once. If more than 3 people try to use the door, then the door will lock itself and stick its tongue out at you. Don't be mean about the door's tongue. It's very sensitive about it. Just don't say anything. Don't try to go in the space between 2 doors. TDDs are filled with magic we cannot understand, etc., etc. We're going to ignore this, aren't we? No funny business. Self-explanatory. So that's not how Rules talks normally, but I guess he doesn't have to write the same. But then again...
Also, I've noticed that the door's fire is going through rainbow colors.
Oh, it is! Like those warp doors in Chapter 1 and 2.
No. Because even then, those fire doors only light like a fire red. But that door's been going through multiple colors.
Yeah. Not this one. Okay.
Also, we took the note.
Yeah, he presumably took it with him. So, I don't think Papyrus comes up again in this series, but it's worth noting that Papyrus has not yet been seen in Deltarune itself, which is kind of an infamous point because everyone's wondering when he's going to show up. But for the purpose of this story, it seems to be implying something. But I think I'll save that for later.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
Cyber City.
What? Wow, this place looks crappily drawn.
For sure, there's like barely anything in here. So this appears to be a jewelry shop. It's presumably where all of the text from the like 3rd or 4th video would have been, all of Noelle's dialogue, except for a note. You don't want to read it.
Well,
just a bunch of missing text except for this. It's a brooch. It's big and very beautiful. It will be a delightful present, especially for her. She's done so much for you. She took you in as her own. She deserves 1,000 brooches. But even if you had the money for them, you wouldn't be able to give them to her. Why? Because you don't know where she is. Okie dokie. Okay, unused Chapter 2 opening cutscene, I guess an early version. Wow, what a twist!
Get out of bed. Get out of bed. Get into the hole.
The hole? Uh-huh. Spooky.
Good morning to you, too.
Cardboard box with a tall lamp. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my. Too bad the power is out and the radiator is broken and the window has been smashed in. It's so cold. And the thin layer of dust. Come on, Ashvale Lane, you can at least check for typos.
Wallpaper peels.
This is implying some very, like, serious stuff, but the descriptions are not matching up with what we see.
Oh god.
Yeah, and now we advance to Chapter 2, and this is very obviously the Weird version of the scene, because you have the stone statue of Rules card over on the right.
Yep. Rainbow door again.
Yeah.
There's only 3 areas. What?
The cursor went to someplace else.
The space between...
The space
no.
between the doors. Oh, okay.
This is not good.
Not good at all. So, I believe that this is like some kind of colorful graphic imposed on footage of fire.
Color coils and writhes, creating recognizable shapes for fleeting moments before they fade into the churning hue. A fog of sunset at Etherna.
Eternia. What?
Ethernia.
Eternia.
As it roars, the sounds emanate from inside your head, toiling like a tower bell at midday, floating outwards to join the nightmare choir for unearthly noise and song. Its presence consumes the skyline.
Most people are not prone to animosity when confronted with an animal lesser than them. In fact, the initial reaction is one of benevolence and assistance. A bird flies into a house and we gently nudge it back into its proper environment. An abandoned cat begs for food and it is given a scrap to last it the morning. We imprint on animals and offer shelter until their expiration. Help will come when asked. But it didn't, did it?
Oh, man. Our phone?
I'm not interested in whatever you're selling, Gaster.
Wait, Chris is in the dark world, but what?
Leave me alone! You keep following me around all day. It's weird. You're so weird. Do you even know how to talk to people?
What?
Stop crying. You've been bothering me all day. I'm not dealing with this. Why can't you make friends with someone else? I don't want to play with you. Please, leave me alone. You're making me uncomfortable. And stop telling people that you're my brother.
Ouch.
Yeah, I think we can conclude who that is.
Can't go back to where you came. Not this far in. Do you want to go home? Keep walking.
Yeah, it seems Chris in this version has trouble with the family. He loves Toriel and he tried to love Azrael, but... Oh, the shelter. Oh, so the
we
shelter.
were here the whole time?
Yeah.
Also, the ground is a eerie gray.
Yeah, should I say what the title of this video is?
Sure.
The Roaring Town.
The Roaring Town?
That's a long
There's a
walk.
question mark.
Look, child, look up at the sky. The colors are so bright and beautiful. The angel is returning. Can you not see it? Can't you see the colors of the sky?
Your thing is smashed in.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
And it says it's reinforced, so...
Yeah, so... I'm not gonna read this out. I just want to say, we can't see the sky. Presumably, it's the same color as whatever we saw in that in-between the doors thing.
Yeah. Thick and viscous. They also scream when you do that.
Try not to think about it.
Yikes.
Hound Run? These halls are not for your kind. Order must be brought to this broken land, or else we shall all perish in the madness. Leave now. That's politics!
I hate that.
Library.
You looked inside the library. Several books are laid out, open, in a massive circle. All pages have turned black, wet with ink. You can't see anyone inside. Well then.
I hear, like, a police car going off, too.
Yeah, there's sirens going off in the background.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Alphys.
Here we go, Susie. There's something spreading around the kids. I think it came from the water fountains. They couldn't all be allowed to leave, but they were crying so much. I didn't know what to do, and they were at the windows, but they kept poking their little fingers out. I didn't know what to do, so I smashed each one of them until I heard they clawed the windows, screaming their fast against the hardwood, kicking and screaming, but they're too weak to break anything. They're not allowed to get out. I heard them calling out for their parents, asking for the grown-ups to save them, but I'm a grown-up and I know what I'm doing. You should say and sit still. You should say and sit still and wait until... Sorry, Chris. What were you saying?
Alphys, have you gone insane? Don't answer
Absolutely.
that.
She's wearing her round glasses! That's not Alphys!
You're right.
For those who don't know, literally the difference between Undertale and Deltrue and Alphys is that Deltrue and Alphys has square glasses.
That is... Wow. Also, everything appears to be... Oh, see how everything was erased except for the pit?
Pit.
That means Kid Icarus, right? The pit and the angel and the...
Oh yeah, I guess the angel is ascending. I really wish it was Pit to save us from whatever the hell is happening now.
Yeah, everything's going grayscale, which might call to attention the goners from Undertale who were cut characters. Sort of. They just randomly appear very rarely.
I see eyes in the police station.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if this is better or worse than what happens to her.
We don't even know what happens to her. Aaron? You okay, Aaron?
It's chewing on the police tape. Its head shakes back and forth. Whiteness of their eyes.
Yeah, please, turn around. Like I said, goners. This is what apparently in a theoretical roaring, just everything going insane until it all becomes gone.
Wait, the shop is completely...
It was Clopen. It was Clopen, you see.
So you just left. You should probably leave. I mean, not just that. Their house is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Something seriously wrong with everyone. Yep, sky changed.
Everything changed when that door opened.
Alright, I gotta do this justice for Dragon. I was working when the change happened. I got out of there once everyone started climbing over the counters. But I can't take the suit off. I just thought it was stuck to me because of all the panic and sweat. But I tried taking off one of the gloves. It was excruciating! I had to stop when I saw the red staining my wrist. Why couldn't I have just gone batshit crazy instead?
Of all the characters to be relatively normal in a situation like this. Oh, hey, a TV.
Also, his sensors are scared. Oh, everyone shelter in place until the crisis has passed. Fear. Stay where you are.
We will find you. Who?
Do you want to know?
I'm not sure. But yeah, if this is what the roaring is like, well, I feel more compelled than ever to stop the night later.
It also helps that, like, yeah, the tree song's playing in the background. It's disgusting. Just what are they eating in there? I see the milk guy with the rock. I don't like that. His smile's different.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
In the AKC, a prehistoric cube is found in an ancient cave. Inside the cave was a tall, thin monster, close to its shadow. Every time a human took a step forward the cave, the monster would reach out its long hand and break one of their bones, clinging its hands like snapping twigs.
Yeah,
Try walking away, the monster would bite chunks off meat to the nearest person back, and everyone stopped and all screamed, "Why? Why are you doing so?" The monster replied, "We are playing a wonderful game here, are we not? But you are breaking the rules, so penalties must be exchanged." The hood was never seen. The hood, no none of ever again.
Then how do we know that story?
Games are wonderful things.
If you step over the lines, then the game is over, not just for you, but for everyone.
That's a lot of donuts. Uh,
Uh,
Also, what the hell happened to the Napster Blue house?
it's taller.
Avoid the water at the mo. Yes, what is it? Why am I in the middle of the road? Why should you care? There haven't been any cars driving here for days. No one's walked through the street in days. The sun hasn't returned to the sky for days. I haven't been able to feel my skin for days. So to answer your question, it's fine that I'm here. Go away.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You see
What?
it? You see it? Someone made a
I
shout
thought
out.
you got away from it.
Remember when we didn't have the update?
Well, that means we gotta wait for Asheville Lane to get an update now.
Oh boy.
I hope not.
Oh yeah, the lake water has kind of flooded.
The lake tide's been rising since the lake bed. My partner went to investigate it, but he was quickly swept away by the murky waters. That's not good.
I miss him, bros.
Bros.
Also, there's a guy there. Like, there are NPCs that we're just not talking to. Maybe they're, like, with those sprites, we're just not noticing.
Well, because there's a certain someone we want to talk to. Oh, hey Chris. Mom locked me out of the house. She says that she's scared of me. But it's okay, I've been sitting on the cold concrete sidewalk, eating small ants, flies, grasshoppers, moths, creepers. Maybe they've been running away in my mouth. They hurt, all the time. I drink the water from the lake and it makes my stomach writhe in pain as if it were light trying to escape my body through my throat. The flesh has been twisted into a form of pure anarchy, and I trapped inside until further noticed.
Oh, Noelle, please.
You should go home, Chris. Your family is waiting for you.
Are they, though? Toriel moved.
It does not open for you. You feel a sense of immense guilt.
Like, all of this is... Oh, the house is completely gone.
They took the house?
Talk about a mobile home.
That's... I mean...
Or it could just be symbolic, like there's just no home to go to anymore.
I don't know if I would have taken an empty house.
Hey, wait, whoa. Oh yeah, next video. It kind of just blinked.
So much.
I feel so cold. So empty. It's like something inside of me that's always been there. That I've never noticed. Is now missing. And I keep having these flashes. Visions. A house. A note. A bedroom. The lake. When I try to relax, those images just keep appearing in my head. It's like I can't even control my own thoughts. I try to think them away, try to remind myself of who I am, but it's getting harder and harder, and I'm just so tired. Chris, I'm scared. Huh.
Oh, poor Susie.
That's enough. Stagnation leads to entropy and decay. Seek truth, and awaken from this terrible dream. Back in the house. No one here. But the house was gone, so like...
Where are we?
Something not right here. Well, I guess you're sleeping in my room. Your bed's on the right, if you hadn't guessed. Did you bring any stuff with you? Yeah, there's no sprite, but I can imagine you might have an idea who that is.
Yeah.
That blood stain is still there. Yeah. Enjoy sleeping? We can see that part of the trouble seems to come from the fact that Chris doesn't talk and kind of does, like, weird stuff.
Yeah, they're just not very social.
Yeah.
Also, the carpet? I don't think that was always there.
Nope, he's a video game protagonist, Azrael. Mom sure knows how to pick them. Yeah, you like that callback? Gee, lady, you sure know how to pick them.
Alright.
So what does all of this mean for, like, the Dark World and stuff?
That was not our room.
It's just repeating over and over. Meat. Fake. Liar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
My house unused.
Yep, so it looks like most of the trouble Chris had seems to stem from the fact that he's a human in a family of monsters. The house is now a little more than a kind of maze.
Kinda?
Representing the twists and turns of his life. Also, we have an Undertale scene. It's the Snowden shop. But,
yeah.
As in, but nobody came.
Maybe this door?
Yeah, that's weird. I'm gonna look at that. Because we can see... Sorry, I have to, like, pinpoint it. So, like, there's kind of this fade in, and we can see someone sleeping in here, which is presumably Chris. But how can that be? It seems to be maybe, like, this is Chris imagining how things could have been. Because, like, this is the real Delta room here. The carpet, you can just barely see it, would have been over here instead, in the middle. Instead of, it's slanted over to the left.
Yeah. I also have my own thoughts about this, but...
Yeah, go for it.
Well, it might also be akin to something we're going to be seeing coming up.
True.
Yeah, this is also meant to be a version of You Can Always Come Home, not this one.
Oh!
What?
That could also imply that he's peering into another timeline.
Potentially.
Because, like, remember, all of this is allegedly cut content, a discarded storyline.
True.
Also, I realized I forgot to mention, this implies that Toriel just up and left Chris in the dilapidated house as it was being demolished. Like, if we take the missing house and the fact that she up and left.
Jeez. I feel like it's more than that, but it is a possibility.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'd like to think otherwise of Toriel, but... We gotta wonder what Asgore's role in this is, because we don't really, like, see him a whole lot. Presumably they still divorced. Maybe it had to do with Chris. Because in Undertale they divorced because of something related to the human.
True.
Don't question it.
Okay.
Yeah. Phone hanging off the receiver.
Chariel's gone. The door's gone.
Chariel's gone. Bathroom. Door on the left.
Window. Double door? What?
Bathroom. Door on the left.
The greens weren't there. The bathtub's full. And a mirrored door.
Oh yeah, the bathroom is mirrored.
Now
everything's upside down. It really was a mirror door.
And what? Is that a pit or a wall?
Sort of. There's Chariel. I think the idea is like that this is basically like a wall between Chris and everything else, because Chariel was up there. So like it's representing the wall between him and everything else.
Oh god, this is messing with my mind.
Is the video almost over?
Oh.
Which room is this?
This is Toriel's room in Undertale.
Okay. That... It could be in the house. Do we see Toriel's room in Deltarune? I don't think we do.
No.
To Chris's next foster parent. I knew that taking in foster kids would be more than a simple responsibility, but Chris is a lovely child, excuse me. They are creative, imaginative, and a joy to be around, although they do seem to have trouble connecting with kids his age, especially with my son. But they are eager for friends, even with a smaller group than other kids. I'll write to you, whoever you may be, because I believe Chris will have some trouble adjusting to their new home. They don't seem to like change, and with our family moving away so suddenly, it will certainly be a challenge for them. But they seem to really connect with me as a parent, and I hope they have it in them to do the same with you. I hope you make an excellent home for our Chris. From Toriel Dreamer.
Oh.
So that means Toriel really did genuinely love Chris. Also, I think I knew who Chris moved in with.
Does he love him?
Yes. I think that's implying that Chris moved in with Papyrus, and he wasn't used to the change yet in that one scene.
There's no saying. Where's the illusion? Pull up at the roots. Take strength and truth.
Yep. Look outside. It's the sky.
Oh my god. I know this next bit I'm going to have a lot to do. Mm-hmm. You don't mind, do you?
I don't mind. Yeah, he exited the house and he was in his Dark World uniform, and now he's in his Dark World uniform, even though this is the Light World.
Definitely different.
But if the Dark World is a kind of illusionary world, also we entered it through the side.
And it's not a grand door. It's a gray door.
Yep.
Original Castletown, too.
Chapter 1 Castletown, yeah.
No fountain, either. Alright. Guess I gotta get ready.
Yep. You know what they say about rabbits and holes, right?
It's time to dive. There's a hole in the center of your mind. It is a vastness that's too great for you to consider. Even with conviction, the body reels at the thought of dissension. You steel yourself. Fall.
Down we go.
This is where it just cuts to Undertale.
We've been joking about that for a while. Like, I've been joking that when we eventually get into the shelter in Deltarune, it's just going to be the Undertale underground.
This... What?
I have no idea what any of this is supposed to be. But there's these.
Everyone had left them, though they knew it was not out of hate or malice. The cold emptiness in their heart provided no comfort. On those cold December nights they dreamed, a beautiful dream of knives and cartilage.
Spooky, but in character. This piece, by the way, it is a Mozart work entitled Fantasy.
The detachment, which had once been a defense against the world, was now their self-appointed prisoner. Their abandonment had insulated walls of wet gray mud. As the crushing loneliness finally sapped the joy from their heart, they found solace in delusion and madness. To a desperate child, anything can become a toy to play, for play.
The Dark Worlds have been described as wish fulfillment illusions in canon Deltarune.
Yep.
It takes on a whole new meaning here. Remember, we saw Light World areas with Chris in the Dark World uniform, meaning...
illusions. In the Forsaken House, a common imitative is molted... What?
A lizard, I think.
They found it fashioned into a companion, an abrasive young ally. A kind thing would bite and rip and claw and slash and tear and burn. Felt so good to be wanted, protected.
At first, anyway. Well, not at first, based on how Susie acts.
Yeah. So a piece that became a defender. A pile of twigs was collected over 20 days. It took them 20 more days to assemble it into the perfect friend. Radiant, kind, lovely, and willing to do anything for them. And she will.
Noelle, for sure. Weird root Noelle.
Twigs.
The antlers, yeah.
A blue feather, cat hairs, a collection of toenails, dead skin from a rash. They created so many friends. But they all were made with the horrible emptiness. They could never love like they loved. Not without intervention.
Actually, Chris, I can love you as much as I want. You'll fall for me like a domino. I'm ruining it.
We need a little bit of levity, because things are only going to get worse. They called into the lake, into that hated place. Most people are not prone to animosity when confronted with an animal lesser than them. In fact, the initial reaction is one of benevolence and assistance. What assistance they gave, and what a world they made.
Remember, the roaring is centered around this entity called a Titan, right?
Indeed.
And a Knight, of course.
The pieces kept running off it like a petal in the wind. Despite the seemingly vast power of the thing that holds the world, minds would boil inside heads, land and houses petrify in the sickly mulch. It was so wonderful. It was so horrible. It was joy. It was agony. But a corpse should be left well alone.
I hear that's a Bloodborne quote. In the background, by the way, maybe it'll be more clear in this next scene, but that's apparently buried alive from the ancient creepypasta about this thing you can find in the Pokemon Tower.
Yeesh. I'd rather not have known that.
Yeah,
and I can see it now.
Yeah,
oh god.
Yeah.
That's not creepy at all.
So, Chris called on something to build an illusion. And we know that in Canon Deltarune, objects become people and monsters in Dark Worlds. So that's apparently what this thing did for Chris. Taking all those objects and making fabulous friends for him.
Was that before or after they slipped into the spaces between worlds thanks to the door?
I think that is the recent thing, because based on the dialogue from the last video, Chris now wants to shatter this illusion so he can move on from the trauma.
Which means confronting the trauma.
Yep. This is the lake scene, but sideways. Leave me alone! You keep following me around all day. It's weird. You're so weird. Do you even know how to talk to people? Stop crying. You've been bothering me all day. I'm not dealing with this. Why can't you make friends with someone else? I don't want to play with you. Please leave me alone. You're making me uncomfortable. And stop telling people that you're my brother.
Ouch.
Yep, that was the catalyst for all of this. Then he walked out into the lake and found an amalgamate? No, not quite.
What were you expecting? The nature of time demands that all things decay, and now you found a hole poked into the corpse skin of your world, crawling your way directly to the heart. This was a gift. What more do you want?
I want to walk to the right!
You challenge an ulcer, believing it to be the whole body. Your entropy is forfeit to me.
This, the lie of the land. With the same sample from Coronation Day.
The blooming waste.
Utgard Loki.
So it screams in its sleep.
I love this because all the attacks are silhouettes of Susie and Ralsei, the illusions.
The roiling fields of flowers, vicious things ending time. Weeping scar tissue.
Attacking just causes a miss. This isn't actually playable, by the way. The heart's movements are not how it would normally be.
Yeah, no, they're not accurate. Also, Susie just rotted away. It burns at the center of minds. The final falsehood. It spared the veil, but its name was unknowable.
You don't put an apostrophe there in that context! I'm sorry, that's just a pet peeve.
Also, I don't think I've ever seen Ralsei use this kind of magic before.
He's been holding out on us.
Look up at the sky. It's holding back. Sign of coronation. Spared the nightmare, but its thought beyond lies beyond.
Also, something is spelling out letters. I can't really hear them right now. So this thing was called Utgard Loki. Do you want to talk about Utgard Loki? Because you know it better.
The cycle spared the cycle. I seem confused. Utgard Loki is from Norse mythology, as you expect.
Yeah.
It's not Loki as you know it, though. He is like some kind of grand giant that is able to create illusions that could even trick the gods. He tricked Thor into even thinking that he couldn't drink a drinking horn because he tied it to the ocean. He was not strong enough to raise a cat when he thought it was literally Jormungandr. And he couldn't beat an old lady even though it was the embodiment of old age.
You are breaking the rules, so penalties must be exchanged.
They're the liar, but... mercy. You wish to grant me mercy. Human, you delight me so.
It's not like I can hit you in combat, buddy.
A termite refusing to bite a lion. Not out of fear, but because you wish to not cause harm, no matter how small. This is what you choose to forsake your new world. Human, I have much to ponder upon. My gaze will turn elsewhere, and thus your lands will remember its nature. Do not attempt contact ever again. My kin may not be so understanding of your plights. Before I leave, Chris, did you enjoy my creation?
Yes.
One last unique experience. Pride. Goodbye.
Yeah, so before we finish up here, it's interesting that they went with Utgard Loki because an old god, that's what you could call a titan. So
Indeedy so.
Yeah, so like the roaring and the titan, all this stuff comes together really nicely.
Honestly, it does. I like it.
Also, I found it really heartwarming at the end that Chris gave this old god a sense of pride. Like, that's just... that's something.
That's something you gotta remember. A for sale sign by Navitz in Reality.
I have no idea what that is, but we can finally call home. And there's Toriel!
Oh, hey, Toriel. Aw. Well...
They love us, that much is certain. And this is also heartwarming because it implies that Azrael maybe wants to, like, hook up with Chris again.
Well, it's too bad they're gonna decide to just become a hermit in the woods.
Just gonna walk off screen. Like, there was even a little bit here where... yeah. So now we just have this soundtrack. I guess I'll let this play. So that was Asheville Lane, ladies and gentlemen. And I can't really say that we said a whole lot that was new, but...
it was interesting to go through it again, though. Like,
yeah.
It's not often that you see something like this that isn't trying, like, too hard to be over the top. It's just subtle enough for you to just go through the story and be intrigued by it. And that whole thing at the end, I think, honestly, was a great way to end it off. Just fighting off with Guard Loki the way you do.
Definitely.
Like,
I still can't believe I googled Ashvale Lane and I found like this forum post where somebody just writes it off as a fight with a JPEG at the end, and I was like, guys, really? Why does this not have a TV tropes page?
I guess it's just because, like, it's very small when it comes to ARGs. Like, I don't even want to call it an ARG. There's no real secrets to it. It's all pretty laid out in front of you.
Yeah, an ARG would be interactable, yeah. But, you know.
It's still interesting because it does give you a lot of implications. Like, from what we understand the full story, Chris was adopted by the Dreamer family, but didn't really mesh well, especially with Azrael.
Azrael, yeah.
And at some point, Toriel had to move away, and for whatever reason, she left Chris behind to be adopted by another family, likely Papyrus, who I think the whole thing with Papyrus House isn't exactly what it's like, but just kind of in our thoughts. Like, everything here just kind of sucks.
Yeah. Like, it's gonna take him time to adjust.
And, like, at least if anything, Papyrus loves you is a thing that gets on his mind, but I think, I can't tell if it's because they just hear it a lot and they just are tired of it, or it's just all they hear from Papyrus. It's unfortunate, really.
Yeah.
The poor kid deserved better.
But after, like, shattering the illusion so that he could move on, now it seems like he'll recover, which is great.
Indeed so, because, like, I know another big thing was, like, all the pieces there. All the, like, different fragments or some, like, of items that they describe were supposed to represent, like, the... That is one thing, is it implies that all the characters, specifically the kids that Chris talked to, aren't real. They're just figments of their imagination.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that interpretation. I think it's more like, oh, you could imagine that Chris took a feather that Birdley dropped one day. Like, even the molted skin is from, like, a lizard.
It's something like that. Again, I think that's one of the things that's left up to interpretation, and it's just one of them. Just, yeah. I think the main idea is that Chris was a very lonely, detached kid, and when the Dreamers moved away, they just kind of had nothing else left. So they just, oddly enough, it kind of gives me Binding of Isaac vibes, because a similar thing happens there where they just sort of fabricate a world in their own mind, and then they reached out to some kind of entity that kind of helped make the world a reality, for better or for worse.
Yeah, the only problem with a fantasy illusion world is that you eventually get sick of it, you start to realize that it's not real, the trauma is still in the back of your head.
And that's what leads us to what happened with Town, which was still haunting me to this day, honestly.
Yeah.
Eesh.
It all breaks down, and then Chris decides time to move on with ourselves, which is great. See, I don't really like it when stories try to tell you that your escapism is a bad thing, but I'm fine with something like this telling people, hey, we should not, like, dwell on it forever. Because we gotta deal with stuff eventually.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Escapism is fine in, much like everything. Escapism is fine in chunks. If you're just completely lost in your own fantasy land, you're not living a full happy life, because you still feel empty inside. But it's good to have once in a while. Just, kid used it for too long and it started breaking down. And the town is honestly the worst we see of it. Oh my god.
When you play with your toy too hard, you break your toy and you break your you. Okay.
I don't know how to feel about the fact I broke one of my figures when the other time we were streaming.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So that's kind of morbid, and it's funny that it's one of my action figures I can stand, so it's just been staring at me defiantly this whole time. Thanks, Everett.
That's not spooky at all. Well,
I'll get it fixed. I can 3D print a new piece for it. You'll be fine, I promise.
Anyway, this is way inappropriate music. I hope the bedroom theme is better. This is like 9 minutes?
Because it's the whole song. This... kind of, it's more chill, but the next song is obviously the one I love, but we'll let it play naturally.
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to listen to the whole thing? Because, like, for anyone who's wondering, the final boss theme there with Utgard Loki, it's longer than it played in the actual video.
Yeah, it actually has it in the video itself. It actually defines an unused segment, which low-key is one of my favorite fan songs to ever come out of Deltarune, period.
Actually, let's do it. Let's do it, actually.
Yeah. If you're wondering, yeah, this bit is what plays right now. You know, you hear it at the start. Just let it play, because, like, only the first minute plays, but the rest of it doesn't play. Oh.
Alright,
there it is. Do you want to know what it spells?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Leave me alone, you're making me uncomfortable.
Ah, there we go.
It's spelling the whole sentence again. It's really emphasizing the fact that Chris is deeply hurt by that trauma.
Yeah. Also, I never thought I would see the day when Coronation Day gets merged with Flowey, but here we are.
I know, but I don't know why. This becomes like a really good song. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I wish there were more Final Boss songs that went the creepy angle like this. There's a lot that go the epic angle or the sad angle, but imagine a song that makes you feel unnerved, dude. This is the stuff I live for.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think with that, this has been quite the long video. If I keep it as a single video... Oh my gosh. Do I have to double the upload rate again? Oh well.
I'd say keep it as one. It's going to be a longer one, but it would kind of weaken it if it's in halves.
I think so too, yeah. So I hope you all liked this sort of retrospective on Ashvale Lane. And on Halloween, there's going to be something else that's really special coming your way. So hope you all are ready for that. Oh,
I will say this bit's interesting, because apparently this has a light motif, but I have no idea where it's from.
The comments will probably answer that one.
Probably. Like, it's this bit and the next verse, because it's so melodic. But yeah, no, this part was not used in the song, period. This is like a little bonus we got at the end of it all, which, honestly, I'm kind of glad for. Also, nice little detail, this bit started playing as soon as the actual fight started.
Ah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's intentional, but damn. Also, I think Utgard Loki itself is also based on, like, an actual famous statue, but I don't know, this bit. Like, this verse coming up, people think it's part of the motif, but I got nothing. Y'all free to listen to it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it too.
Right here, this part.
At risk of sounding like a weirdo, it makes me think of Flowey's theme merged with the Velvet Room from Persona. I'm so sorry I brought up Persona again.
You haven't brought up Persona that much. Besides, I have no idea what the Velvet Room is, so you're good. But no, something about this motif's familiar to me. But yeah, Ashvale Lane...
We'll figure it out. That's Ashvale Lane, ladies and gentlemen. Any closing thoughts?
This is a series I love, and man, I kind of hope we get more stuff like this. This is the stuff I live for.
Yeah. Maybe this is an epic finish to the video after all. Well, that'll do it for this surprise video, ladies and gentlemen. See you later.